swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. And he's not going anywhere to start the night as the home team greets their visitors rather rudely. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those you left. Have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. He lets one fly deep. Makes a grab for a big play. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Bailey. Fires to the big fella. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Hand off from the shotgun. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. On the run, still looking. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Touchdown, Florida State! A great catch and run for 6. They're on the board first here in the season opener. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
From the gun, the running back has it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Carpenter. Looking to buy time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on 3rd down.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Got room at the 35. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Noles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
To throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
With the run on first and goal. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's the handoff. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Direct snap. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking for a man. It's Carpenter. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Seminoles have it back up, trying to get that offensive spear flaming. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
I love when you break out the hit stick. When you come and that guy gets struck and he goes backwards, that's how you bring it.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
Hey, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing it around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Back open in the middle. Touchdown, Knowles! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The ball and ready to get moving. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Larson. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Still on his feet at the 40. Breaks away on the left. The tag. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aaron.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. back to throw. It's Bailey. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter, right?
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Noles racing to the line in a hurry up. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Handoff from the gun. Pass to Sticks, still on his feet. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Completes it in the middle. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. To the air on first down. Working that left side now. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Got his man on the outside. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Hey, nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What? What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on it.
Pass play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Might be looking to run. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Here come the Irish back on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
So now it's 2nd and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse. And the ball's out there after it. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Quarterback may change this route. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. looking for a man. It's Carpenter. Bringing the heat. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Notre Dame right back to the line. Reads it, fires complete. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Florida State offense onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. He's going to throw deep right side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Is relentless here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Hauls it in. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
And the Seminoles are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll run the option. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Making side adjustments here. To the air. It's Carpenter. Pocket breaking down. Finds his back in the middle. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
Got a man. It's Gilbert. At the 45 on his way. Into the secondary on the right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback keeper. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the air, it's Bailey. Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
And the Noles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnover.
Well, there's no quitting this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Bailey. They're working that left side. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4.
The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Covey. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Dropping back, it's Carpenter. That's reeled in. It's Covey. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Gilbert. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. He'll pull it down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail in the coffin.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Powers through. There he goes. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. Number 1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent. And this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were number 1, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season. And you're the last guy standing, and you have the trophy. So take this loss, work on some of those things you think you need to work on so it doesn't happen again.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.